This is the MacBook Neo engine option. The MacBook Neo. And I kind of like it. It's the first budget offering of any MacBook in years, and it makes me wonder what trade-offs should you expect. So there are 4 things you should consider when buying the MacBook Neo.
Now, first of all, price. Frankly, as a Southeast Asian myself, it's always going to be about its price. The MacBook Neo starts at around $599 United States dues, coming in 2 models, a $599 one with 259 gigs and $699 for 512 gigs with Touch ID. In Apple terms, it's budget, but in some cases you could get more bang for your buck. For example, there are offerings by Lenovo, Acer, and Asus that start as low as $259, and it's not even a Chromebook, but the specs are similar to the Neo, so we'll discuss that further later. Next is its use case. Apple targets the MacBook Neo at a budget-conscious or student demographic, and surprisingly enough, you could get $100 off the Neo itself if you order it through the education store. It's a market that Apple has tried before, as they previously produced the iBook, a product of the Steve Jobs era, and was produced to 2006. Regardless of what you think about it, it's fair to say that it's a great way to get into the Mac ecosystem, but may lag behind when it comes to the technical side. And that's where we come to the largest chunk of this video, talking about its specifications. The Neo is indeed the first Mac to use a chip from the iPhone Pro models, the A18 Pro. Both models of the Neo have 8GB of random access memory, and as previously said, differences in storage depending on how much you pay. It has an IPS liquid retina display with an approximate 16:10 2K resolution, 2 USB-C ports, one with 10 gig speeds display port, the other with 2.0 speeds, networking through Wi-Fi 6E as well as Bluetooth, a magic keyboard, clicky trackpad, and comes in silver, blush, citrus, and indigo. Quite the limited selection compared to the colourful variety of the iBook era. Now, performance-wise, take this as a grain of salt, but according to early reports from Digital Trends, they show that the MacBook Neo outperforms the MacBook Air M1, mostly in terms of single-core performance, but also a bit in multi-core performance. Likewise, graphics is a bit on the low side, with a Geekbench score that's around 2,000 points lower, but it's comparable to other laptops as well. Now, many entry-level Windows laptops that compete with the Neo in terms of price often use a lower spec Intel or AMD chip. That means performance widely varies, especially if you're running on an OS that's bloated like Windows 11. Still, it's speculation after all, and Apple may have optimized it further for macOS. Real-world performance may not be as expected from this data, and I encourage you to read or watch further information, as by the time of loading, no one has really reviewed it, and pre-orders are waiting to be shipped. Now, in summary, the MacBook Neo marks Apple's return to the entry-level laptop market. It's a device that frankly aims to rethink how much performance you can squeeze from a mobile chip whilst keeping the price competitive. It could be the best budget option for you if you're in the Mac ecosystem, though Windows alternatives may be worth considering. Who knows, you might be able to render a full 4K 60fps video faster through it. But that's all from me. Hope this was helpful. Thanks for watching.